Wouldn't be a project if it didn't cause you some kind of problems. Then you would just be having fun. Okay, go ahead and take that bolt out. It's this little guy right here. There we go. Okay, once that's out, make sure you're not hitting any of your cables. And you can prop it up. Okay. So, now what we want to do is get the caliper bracket off so we can take the rotor off. And for that, we're going to need a 14 millimeter. Okay. And these have red thread lock on from the from the factory, or at least if you put them back on right, they'll have red thread locker. So, trusty mallet, or dead blow, whatever you want to call it. Don't do what I did. Lesson: lefty loosey, righty tighty. I was tightening the damn thing. Never claimed I was a genius. Alright, so I'm going to position that out of the way and get back to work on this. Now, one thing you're also supposed to do is replace these bolts with each brake change or removal. And when I ordered the parts, I did not order new bolts. I will the next time I do a brake job. Now I've got 14 right here. There you go. Right there. Red thread lock. Red thread lock. Okay. Let's get that next one. Okay, second one out. Both the same length. There you go. Bracket is out. Okay. Once that is done, right here you have a little 10mm bolt that all it does is just hold the caliper on there. Sorry, that holds the rotor on there. And naturally. Okay. Just gonna stick my persuasion tool in there. There we go. Good. All out. And usually it's stuck on there, maybe the e-brake. The important thing is when you're changing your back brakes, don't put your emergency brake on because they're actually inside what's called the hat here of the rotor, and they'll push out and make this impossible to get off. But in my case, it's probably just rusted on there, so I'll tap on it, and if that doesn't work, use the dead blow. There we go. Okay, all out. There's the old rotor. You can see there's a little bit of a lip to it, so it's definitely time to replace these. And one thing I did not do when I ordered the new parts is get new emergency brake pads. These look okay. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have ordered new ones because it never hurts. Since you're going to be this far into it, especially replacing a rotor, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and do everything, but there's nothing we can do today, so I'm going to go grab the other rotors and pads, and then we'll take the old pads off of the caliper and clean it up, and I'll show you that. New rotor, new Volvo pads, some brake clean. Alright, let's go ahead and take off the old pads. Let's see if I can, yeah, that's good. Now, you'll notice the caliper piston is still fully extended, so we're going to want to depress that so that the new pads will go on. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and take the old outer brake pad off. And I'll show you on these, the way Volvo's got these is they have an adhesive on the back. Kind of useless in my opinion, but I guess Volvo put it there to make it easy on reassembly. But yeah, it just helps it stick to this side, so when you're putting it on, it doesn't fall over the place. But I've never really had that problem. I'll clean this off so the other one will stick. Alright. Okay, before I do that, these pads weren't too bad. As you can see, still had some meat on them, but I just finished doing the front. I didn't get a video of that, but I figured since I was doing a brake job, might as well do all of them. Alright, to compress that inner, the piston, you have a cheap little piston compression tool, whatever they call it, Harbor Freight. I think this one cost me $1. Put it in there. Make sure. Here we go. Put it in there. And once it's in there, you just start tightening away. Before you do that, go ahead and break open your bleeder valve. Can't remember which. There we go. Okay. And then slowly start compressing it back. You'll feel it bottoming out, and once that happens, just release it, remove your tool, pull the old brake pad out. That's it. It's not too bad. Still got some meat on there. Alright. Let's close this bleeder valve back up. Like I said before, I'm going to bleed the system anyway, so if air gets in right there, it's okay. Okay, now that that's done, we are going to clean this as much as possible. And I used to have a really nice gasket scraping tool, but for the life of me I can't find it, so I'm using this old wood chisel. You want to be, if you do this, you want to be very careful so you don't score. So you don't score the caliper. You know, just kind of get the old adhesive on